Reggie Walsh, highly rated England youth international. Fascinating matchup this evening with his England teammate Harrison Miles. Here is Tyrone Samba. First touch for young Tyrone, and then Jake Wayne helping the ball forwards. First touch as well for Teddy Lamb. Dante Headley, and then Ryan McKayden looking to bring that ball down. Contact in midfield, but Ryan McKayden's gone down. Referee says there was nothing in that, and play goes on. Diakite, McKayden back to his feet. And then Mardi Nicola Jazuli. Chance now for Subolai to settle for Chelsea. Dante Waite. Subolai, tall, rangy central defender. Here's Waite, Chelsea's captain. Steps over the halfway line. Well, there's an arm in the back, I feel, from Xavier Parker. I think that's what the officials have spotted. Play back underway. 60 seconds gone then at Stamford Bridge. Here's Kavuma McQueen, testing the pace of Jake Wayne. A fascinating matchup there this evening as well. And Jake Wayne will feel a lot better about himself. Kavuma McQueen is a threat, full of pace, the England youth international, and already with senior experience. Here's Lake Drake, goes out to Dante Headley. Faced up by Landon Emanalo, who's won the ball back. Emanalo with a chance, lovely drop of the shoulder. Maybe one touch too many. Chelsea back in possession with Louis Richards. That's good work from Tyrone Samba, who's done the hard part. Here's Jake Wayne. Now Xavier Parker. Parker outstanding in that FA Youth Cup victory over Chelsea at Kingsmeadow. Arguably one of the performances of the season from Ollie Rice's youngsters against a strong Chelsea 11 that evening. Dante Headley watching the ball drop over his shoulder. Too much on that for Mathis Aboué. Good work from Finlay Gorman. And the clearance for Teddy Lamb to chase. McKaydu as well, he is quick. Ball all the way back with Freddie Bernal, who decides to take a touch. And that should be comfortable for Caden Braithwaite. Allowed to get his head up as well. Here's Parker. Heads into traffic. Referee thought about the free kick. Tyrone Samba. Samba jinking, twisting, tormenting. Doesn't need to foul Louis Richards. Or given away. Here's Parker. Well, the perfect tee up there would have been for Finlay Gorman. Didn't quite reach him. Caden Braithwaite pinged back into the feet of Parker, who really has grown into this 18 setup. Reggie Walsh cut out. That's a good ball from Finlay Gorman. Lovely technician with that left foot of his. McKaydu against his old club this evening. Here's that injection of pace. Dangerous ball. Chance for Dante Headley. McKaydu again. Here's McKaydu. Onto his favoured left foot. Another fascinating dueling prospect down City's right-hand side. Ryan McKaydu up against Calvin Diakite. Here's Caden Braithwaite. Harrison Miles. City with the recent history over Chelsea. Chelsea ending Premier League South with a rattle, winning 9 and looking to be crowned national champions for the first time since 2018. Here's Finlay Gorman. Oh, lovely slide rule ball for Dante Headley. They're queuing up here. Here's Xavier Parker. Chance to set himself. Oh, just wide. First real chance of the game. And it's fallen to Xavier Parker. And it's the kind of range where he would fancy himself Bonte Headley picking out Xavier Parker. Got the shot away. Parker outstanding and on target in that FA Youth Cup success at Kingsmeadow back in February. Played the number 9 role that evening. Here's Louis Richards for Chelsea. Diakita goes wide left to Eboué. Play on, says the referee, Makeda. Left to Caden Braithwaite. Oh, lovely turn from Finlay Gorman, finding Parker in space. Waite made the challenge, and now Chelsea have a chance to turn the screw. Here's the highly rated Reggie Walsh. Goes out to Eboué, has some water in the middle. Kavuma McQueen, first real chance for Chelsea, has some water on the follow-up. And Chelsea get the lead. Chizaram has some water. Chelsea forced the breakthrough. Chelsea's number 9 with the opening goal then in the U18 Premier League national final. And he was never going to miss from this kind of range, the form that he's been in. So first blood for Chelsea. Reggie Walsh, the original architect, then Eboué. Kavuma McQueen it was a brilliant save from Vickery, but Ezan Water on the follow-up forces the opening goal. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 0. Ben Vickery, very unlucky having made the initial save. So City with it all to do. Here's Finlay Gorman. Ball goes out to Makeda. Diakita trying to shepherd that ball out of play, and it will be a Chelsea goal kick. City looking to avoid the heartbreak that they suffered 12 months ago against Aston Villa in a national final at Villa Park. With a good record in this competition as well. Hoping to be crowned national champions for the 5th time. They won it for 3 straight seasons between 2021 and 2023. There's Mathis Eboué. Eboué coming forward, might go it alone, does! Chelsea double their lead. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes. And the hosts have put distance between themselves and Ollie Rice's youngsters. And this will be some turnaround. Eboué, the goal scorer, brought into the team this evening. And another recently involved in the senior matchday squad for that recent Premier League trip to take on Liverpool at Anfield. And justifying that big call with Chelsea's second. Low drilled effort beyond Ben Vickery to make it Chelsea 2, Manchester City 0. So City with it all to do. 2-0 down at Stamford Bridge inside the opening 10 minutes. Louis Richards with the fresh air kick. You do feel Manchester City need a quick fire goal here to halve the deficit, just to settle everybody down. And if there's one thing that has not been an issue for Manchester City this season, it is goals. They were the top scorers in Premier League North by a country mile. Finlay Gorman winning a free kick. Here's Harrison Miles. Searching ball, trying to find McAdoo. Here's a Bouet for Chelsea. City ending the regular campaign with 96 goals. Compared to Chelsea's 88. But they've got it all to do here. Here is a Bouet. Back to Diakita. Now Mardi Nicol Jazuli to the captain, Dante Waite. This time looking for the ball over the top. And Ezanwata might be in. Could be more problems here for Manchester City. Ezanwata with the cutback, Louis Richards! Oh, somehow it stayed out. Ezanwata on the follow-up, but it won't count. Oh, Chelsea within a whisker of a third. And we've only had 11 minutes on the clock. Offside, says the assistant, and that is a huge get-out-of-jail card for Manchester City. Well, Ollie Rice and his players in need of a huge response here. They're going to have to go to the well on a couple of occasions, dig deep and find something in the reserve tank to try and turn this game around. Vickery looking for McAdoo. Subaloi coming onto the head, and Finlay Gorman. Dante Headley climbing above Reggie Walsh. Here's Harrison Miles. Game now needs a big performance from young Harrison, you feel. Here's Walsh, couldn't take the ball with him. Tyrone Samba then with a chance. Subaloi coming across. Subaloi putting his formidable frame in the way. And then Freddie Bernal taking no chances. First time clearance. Caden Braithwaite watching the ball. And a lovely cushioned header for Leke Drake. Well, the one and only consolation for Manchester City right now is that they still have time on their side. And the irony is, Chelsea's 2 goals coming after City had the best chance of the game. Xavier Parker just wide, with Freddie Bernal outstretched going down to his left. Caden Braithwaite this time trying to find the ball over the top. Tyrone Samba up against Louis Richards. It's good work from Tyrone Samba. Oh, checks and goes on the outside. Looked like a free kick given. Yeah, Richards getting too close to Tyrone Samba. He would have been better just putting the arm on and giving himself a yard, but he's got way too tight, Louis Richards. And now City, if anything, just to test Freddie Bernal. Parker behind it, so too Finlay Gorman. Leke Drake has come forwards. Caden Braithwaite is in there, Teddy Lamb. Finlay Gorman then, so you would suggest an outswinger here. City in need of a quick fire goal. Finlay Gorman, here's the cut back. Harrison Miles, it was deflected. Dante Headley helping it forwards, and then a bit of a swinger from Dante Waite. And that free kick should go City's way, and does. The referee just coming across. Kane Dempster to have a word with the benches. Chelsea managed by Dan Hogan, who stepped up from the under-16s to take charge of the under-18s in January this year. McAdoo up against Diakita, keeps going. McAdoo. Challenge came in from Mardi Nicol Jazuli. Abui again. Walsh getting forwards, Ezen Water, and then Kavuma McQueen, Abue, still going, gets the shot away, deflected, and it will be a corner to Chelsea. Well, they do break at pace, the hosts. Either flank, Kavuma McQueen and Mathis Abue. Both very quick over the first 5 yards. Chelsea with a corner then. Louis Richards it will be to swing this in. Well, it's a bit of a test, and it's into the side netting. Dante Waite it was, couldn't get the power, or perhaps the angle he would have wanted. 17-year-old Londoner. Continuing on an upward curve for Chelsea this season, has gained UEFA Youth League experience as well. Here's Caden Braithwaite again, looks long, ball over the top for one of Bernal or Richards to deal with all the way through to the Chelsea goalkeeper. And Manalo, Nicol Jazuli. Here's Diakita, keeps going and invites the challenge from Harrison Miles. That should be a Manchester City throw, and it is. A strong challenge between the pair. There's Vickery. Harrison Miles, first time layoff for Caden Braithwaite. Better from Manchester City. Now they can get out their own half. Here's Jake Wayne. Looks for McAdoo. Well, Diakite had stepped off. McAdoo! Oh, what a goal! Just the goal that Manchester City needed. And Ryan McAdoo, against his old club, pulls a goal back for Manchester City. And you can just see the relief that has given Ollie Rice and his players. Tremendous hit. And Diakite had stepped off. You just cannot allow Ryan McAdoo that kind of range. Chelsea 2, Manchester City 1. Well, now it is game on. Much better from Manchester City, but look at the space that Ryan McAdoo was allowed. Diakite backed off. Oh, stunning hit from Ryan McAdoo. Came through the Chelsea Academy setup, but will have enjoyed this moment against his old club. Oh, what a hit. And Manalo winning the header. Goes out to Abue. Squeeze is the call from the City technical area. There's Diakite. Parker urged to put that press on. Ezen Water, who gets the hold up and the turn, and then the challenge came in from Leke Drake. It will be a Chelsea free kick. Well, Ezen Water, a handful, represented England at the Under-17 World Cup. Also has Premier League 2 experience. Louis Richards it will be with the free kick. Subulay was his Ezen Water. Shot blocked. It came off the backside of Harrison Miles, I believe. Richards again. Trying to find Subulay, who stayed up. Caden Braithwaite has to deal with this, then Parker to help it forwards. Here's Richards. better from Finlay Gorman, and the ball just to get clear. Teddy Lamb will chase, putting Emanalo under pressure. Emanalo losing flight of the ball, and Teddy Lamb just couldn't stay on his feet. Freddie Manal gets away with that. It wasn't a great clearance, but here's Louis Richards, fullback in an advanced position, cut out by Jake Wayne, who has to make this challenge. Tyrone Samba, brother Floyd on the bench this evening, along with FAU Cup final match winner Regan Heskey. So some big guns on the bench for Manchester City if Ollie Rice decides to roll the dice. Nicole Jazuli to Reggie Walsh. Mathis Abue, Azamwata working his way into the middle if he can be found. Caden Braithwaite with the header. And Tyrone Summer needs to be careful here. Kavuma McQueen. And then Caden Braithwaite taking no chances. Good clearance. Teddy Lamb puts his body in the way. And he gets the free kick. That's good work. Here's Xavier Parker. Again, space to move into. Parker trying to thread that through. Dante Headley now to Finlay Gorman. Jake Wayne. Oh, that's lovely. Gets past Kavuma McQueen. Keeps going. Keeps going. Lay off to Dante Headley. Now Harrison Miles out to McAdoo. McAdoo. Yeah, just too much. Calvin Dinkite, always favourite to win the foot race and shepherd that ball out. And well, that is developing into some battle this evening. Down City's right-hand side. A really good buckle in prospect between McAdoo and Diakite. McAdoo just looking across to the bench here. I think maybe with the evening heat we have a scheduled water break. Hottest day in the UK so far this year, and it could get even hotter over the weekend. Well, the ice packs are on as well, a chance to take on some fuel. And it's turning into a balmy early summer's evening in the capital. Temperatures up into the high 20s today. Ollie Rice with some instructions. City have somehow found a way back into this game, rocked by two quick-fire goals inside the opening 10 minutes. But Ryan McAdoo providing a glimmer of hope. Dan Hogan also with some instructions. He was named among the bench for the senior side for the Premier League draw away at City. And also against Fulham when Callum McFarlane was put in interim charge. So brings that experience with him to under-18s level this evening. .24 gone then at Stamford Bridge. Azamwata with the opener on 7 minutes. 2 minutes later, Mathis Abue before a wonder strike from Ryan McAdoo on 18 minutes has halved the deficit. And this game living up to its pre-match billing between two evenly matched teams. City, the Premier League North champions, and FA Youth Cup final winners, and Chelsea Premier League Under-18 South winners by some margin as well. The Blues winning Premier League South by a considerable 13-point margin over Tottenham and Aston Villa in joint second place. As I said at the top of the broadcast, they ended the season with a rattle as well. An impressive run of 9 consecutive victories. And Manalo with the layoff. To Suboloi, who goes back to Freddie Banal. And now at Louis Richards. Again, looks for the ball over top. Another good battle between Leke Drake and Azanwata. I mean, both at it. Decision goes Chelsea's way. And the referee wants a word here with Leke Drake, telling him no more. Come on, referee, play on. Here's Richards. Ryan Kavuma McQueen. Samba coming back in to help out as well. And they've ganged up on Chelsea's number 7, and he's lost out here. Harrison Miles gets the turn. Skips the ball past his England Youth International teammate Reggie Walsh. Walsh, in fact, replaced Harrison Miles when England under-17s were ejected from the Under-17 World Cup in Qatar at the round of 16 stage. That game against Austria, a game in which England were down to 10 men. Here's McAdoo, can't get on the end of it. Harrison Miles trying to bring it down. Suboloi winning the header. Jake Wayne has gone down under a challenge from Ryan Kavuma McQueen, who says there was nothing in that, referee. It's not going to change anything. Well, we've not had the benefit of the replay, but he's obviously feeling something round about the left ear. But back to his feet. He's a tough cookie, Jake Wayne. Another who has been on an upward curve for Ollie Rice's under-18s this season. And Vickery with a chance to clear his lines, and does. Trying to find Teddy Lamb. Putting pressure on Dante Waite. Better. Here's Finlay Gorman. Play on, says the referee. Gorman keeps going. Can he get the shot away? Does. Dragged narrowly wide. Well, it always looked to be drifting away from goal. But that's his kind of range, Finlay Gorman. And he will fancy his chances. Marty Nichols-Yazuli wanting too much time, and then the decision from the referee, who said play on. Banal this time, straight out of play. Poor distribution from the Chelsea goalkeeper. Again, Gorman dropping in to receive the ball. All the way back to Ben Vickery. Jake Wayne into the feet of Tyrone Samba. Lovely hold-up play. And he gets the throw-in. Urged to keep his head up, Tyrone Samba. Brother Floyd on the bench, remember. Well, Ollie Rice, an animated character on the City bench. And Manalo back to Bernal. Well, it wasn't the greatest of clearances, but again he gets away with it. Here's Louis Richards to Ryan Kavuma McQueen. Richards on his right shoulder. There's the delivery, looking for Buio's come in. Oh, Vickery has to make the save. Palmed away, in fact, in front of the onrushing Ezonwata. Brave goalkeeping from Ben Vickery. Parker. Oh, he's done well. That's a bad challenge from Dante Waite, and he might be going in the book here. Well, Dante Waite has come clattering into Xavier Parker, and that's the first yellow card of the game. Mistimed, and he's just got it all wrong. I'll tell you, Suboloi making the point that it was the first real contact from his central defensive partner, but I don't think he was going to get away with that one. Here it is again. Oof. So he's now on a yellow card, the Chelsea captain. Third of the game gone. Chelsea 2, Manchester City 1. Ryan McAdoo with a wonder strike. Ball on the top at Ezonwata to chase. It's a bit of a slice from Ben Vickery, and Ezonwata has won it back. Here's Mathis Abue for Reggie Walsh. Good challenge though from Finlay Gorman, and good awareness as well. And that's a push in the back from Chelsea's number 10. Reggie Walsh. He's the Chelsea youngster that they're all raving about. Highly rated 17-year-old, England Youth International already with UEFA Conference League, League Cup and Champions League experience with the Chelsea senior side. He also featured for England at the Under-17 World Cup in Qatar. Samba to Teddy Lamb. Final touch came off Suboloi. Teddy Lamb. Oh, layoff finds Parker. Parker is into the penalty area. Oh, just loses his feet. Ezonwata with the layoff to Ryan Kavuma McQueen. Good challenge from Jake Wayne, needed to be. You just feel Kavuma McQueen with the delivery, that's over everybody. Yeah, Jake Wayne might be advised just to get a shade closer to Ryan Kavuma McQueen because he is quick. Already with senior experience, one of the Chelsea youngsters promoted up to the senior side for a 7-0 demolition job over Port Vale in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Louis Richards. Back to Olusegun Suboloi. Eight again. Good defending from Caden Braithwaite. Finlay Gorman coming onto the ball. And Caden Braithwaite up against his England youth teammate, Reggie Walsh. Good challenge from Dante Headley as well. Dante Waite forced back by Xavier Parker. Here's Walsh finding space. Abui on his left shoulder. And that's the ball he was looking for. Right idea, wrong execution. Teddy Lamb with the layoff for Harrison Miles. You see what he was trying to do, pick out McAdoo. Diakite to Emanalo. Again, it just breaks down for Chelsea. 10 to go before half-time at Stamford Bridge. And this national final is right in the balance. City will feel a whole lot better about themselves having pulled a goal back. Chelsea thought that was their throw-in. Officials disagreed. Kieran Braithwaite for Tyrone Samba. Jake Wayne has missed the challenge, and that's allowed Ryan Kavuma McQueen to come away with the ball. Stood up by Kieran Braithwaite. Kavuma McQueen goes on the outside, and Chelsea have got a third. Well, it's gone under Ben Vickery. Chelsea restore their 2-goal advantage. And Ryan Kavuma McQueen makes it Chelsea 3, Manchester City 1. So the Londoners back in the box seat. And their goal scorer, Ryan Kavuma McQueen, which is bringing about an inquisition from City's players. There was a quick-fire breakdown Chelsea's right-hand side. And it all started with the goal scorer, Kavuma McQueen. Got the shot away, and it's gone under Ben Vickery. And that makes it Chelsea 3, Manchester City 1. Well, a difficult task now for Ollie Rice and his youngsters, having worked their way back into this showpiece fixture. It won't stay in for Tyrone Samba. There's Dante Waite to Olateyu Subaloi. Chelsea captain picking out his central defensive partner again. Marty Nicol Zazuli to Landon Emanalo. Now Reggie Walsh. Abue to Calvin Diakite. Good challenge from Leke Drake. Header won by Subaloi, that's too comfortable. And now a chance for Louis Richards, who's got to get back into position. Parker, fouled by Louis Richards. And Louis Richards risking a yellow card here. I think he is going to go in the book. He certainly wants to be spoken to by the referee. And the referee, Kane Dempster, asking Chelsea's captain, Dante Waite, to come across to listen to the conversation. He gets away with it, does Louis Richards. Tyrone Samba. Chelsea putting 3 bodies back here. Kieran Braithwaite winning the duel with Ezan Wata. 5 to go before half-time. Chelsea 3, Manchester City 1. And Dante Headley in an advanced position, but he'd been tracked every bit of the way by Mathis Aboué. And he's gone to ground as well. Well, we are at that stage of the season. Heavy legs and tired minds. Yeah, Aboué flat out to prevent that cutback from Dante Headley. Here's Kavuma McQueen to Ezenwata. Chelsea centre forward taken wide. Keeps going. Ezenwata deflected. It's going to be a Chelsea corner. And Chelsea all of a sudden, having restored their 2-goal advantage, have got a spring in their step. Ezenwata on this occasion deciding to go it alone. Deflection off Leke Drake. But they do have a corner. And City must not concede here, you feel. Louis Richards will be with the set piece. There's the delivery. Dangerous, good header away from Leke Drake, needed to be as well. Emanalo. That's to Louis Richards, first time hooked ball back in, and that's dangerous, headed wide though. In fact, Chelsea get the decision. Maybe a touch of Teddy Lamb or Caden Braithwaite in there. Well, Chelsea can keep the pressure on here. Subaloy has come forward as well. Emanalo it will be with the delivery. Subaloy's got there, what a save that was from Vickery. Olateo Subaloy testing the palms of Ben Vickery, and his teammates know what a big save that was. Have a look again at this save. How big a moment could that prove to be? Corner this time from the opposite side. It's going to be Louis Richards. Again, big traffic. Oh, and it's been turned in. Who claims it? Well, Dante Waite was in there, but I think it's not going to count. There's an offside. Chelsea denied a fourth. It won't count. Well, Marty Nichols-Yazuli, he's protesting his innocence, but there's the flag. So Caden Braithwaite to Xavier Parker. Free kick against Kavuma McQueen. Caden Braithwaite. Good ball out to Dante Headley. McAdoo joining the attack. Mathis Aboué had read that though. City get the free kick, the throw in, my apologies. Chelsea thought there was a foul on Mathis Aboué there, not given. Here's Harrison Miles. Back to Finlay Gorman. Leke Drake looking for options and support. 5 minutes to be added on. Emanalo with a burst from midfield. And Nicol Jazuli. Xavier Parker with the challenge, and he's going to go in the book. And the referee also wants a word here with Shizara Mezanwata. It was Xavier Parker who went in the book. Landon Emanalo with a burst from midfield. There's the challenge from Parker, which brought about the free kick and the yellow card. Parker making the point, it was shoulder on shoulder. And the referee didn't agree. So Chelsea in the box seat. And they've got a free kick deep into first half stoppage time. Louis Richards goes out to Mathes Eboué. That's a dangerous ball in. Subaloy trying to steer it forwards. It's sent clear by Finlay Gorman. Chelsea looking to be crowned national champions for the first time since 2018. They actually put back-to-back national titles together, 2017, 2018. But haven't won it since. Competition dominated by Manchester City since then, but heartbreak 12 months ago against Aston Villa. Will it be the same story tonight? Landon Emanalo. Kavuma McQueen goes past Jake Wayne, keeps going. Kavuma McQueen. Well, he's just got a bit excited in the end. Referee coming across to have a word with Jake Wayne. Well, Kavuma McQueen, he would have fancied his chances here. Here's Tyrone Samba. Now Jake Wayne. Well, Ollie Rice to the left of your screen, looking on there. And he's got a huge 15 minutes ahead of him. If City are going to try and turn this national final around. Dante waits. Harrison Miles winning the duel with Reggie Walsh, then Louis Richards. Here's Finlay Gorman. Emanalo has won it back. Nicol Jazuli goes out to Mathes Eboué. Now Reggie Walsh. Ezenwata in the middle. Walsh keeps going, looking for the cut back. Oh, that was dangerous. City in the end, with enough bodies back to avert the danger, but Chelsea have a corner. And I think this might be it. We are into the final minute of first half stoppage time. And Chelsea will feel they have this game right where they want it. Louis Richards it will be. There's the ball in. Dangerous. Ezenwata was in there. Foul on Ben Vickery though. Dante Headley trying to keep the ball in, but the referee blows for half-time. And a huge 15 minutes for Manchester City. A chance for Regan Heskey. Tyrone Samba it was, the other change for Manchester City. Not Teddy Lamb, my apologies. Here's Harrison Miles. Under pressure from Reggie Walsh. Jake Wayne for Karim Kassim. First touch for one of 3 City substitutes. Here's Dante Headley. Central position. McAdoo.
Replacing number 10, David Parker, number 14, Floyd Sauber. Replacing number 8, Ingrid Ward, is number 15, Carolina Chrissy. And replacing number 11, Tyrone Samba, is number 16.
Chance for Caden Braithwaite then to get his head up. A minute gone after the restart. Here's Jake Wayne. Teddy Lamb putting pressure on Dante Waits. Too much pressure, says the referee. Floyd Samba trying to get himself involved as well. Caden Braithwaite first to the header. Here's Louis Richards to Kavuma McQueen. Reggie Walsh with the layoff to Landon Emanalo. Walsh finding Dante Waits. Reggie Walsh again. And Chelsea get the throw in on this near side. Emanalo to Diakita. Freddie Morale finding Louis Richards. A couple of options ahead, including Reggie Walsh if he can get on the end of this. Taken a little bit wide away from goal, where he would have wanted to be. Aboué trying to get past Dante Headley. Ball had gone out of play. Ben Vickery with the clearance. Teddy Lamb to chase. Dante Waite putting his body in the way. And then Bernal sending that almost into a different postcode. Lovely touch from Jake Wayne to bring the ball down. Here's Harrison Miles. Regan Heskey, FA Youth Cup final hero. Needs some more magic from young Regan this evening. Up against so many of his England under-17 teammates. Yeah, foul by Reggie Walsh on Teddy Lamb. Here's Dante Headley. Floyd Samba taking a bit wide. Regan Heskey in support. Here he is. Floyd Samba. Samba gets the turn on Richards, keeps going. Oh, just trying to poke that through the legs of Reggie Walsh, who looks for the out ball, and it's Mathis Aboué, who is quick. He's got a couple ahead of him as well. Mathis Aboué. McAdoo back in to help out as well. Play on, says the referee. Aboué went to ground. And on Emanalo. Here's Reggie Walsh. Emanalo again appearing in space. Walsh keeps going and he's into the penalty area. And Nicola Jazuli. Eboué. Perfectly fair challenge from Ryan McKay, says the referee. And it needed to be. Kane Dempster in the spotlight. Five gone after the restart. Chelsea 3, Manchester City 1. Teddy Lamb with the header forwards. Lloyd Samba putting pressure on Freddie Bernal, who gets the clearance. Here's Karim Kassim. Lloyd Samba through to Teddy Lamb, if he can get on the end of it. And again, Subalai putting his body in the way to the applause of Louis Richards and his captain Dante Waits. 18-year-old former Brighton Academy prospect. Joined Chelsea's academy at the age of 12. He's another England youth international. Azamwata. That should be Karim Kassim. He's done well. And then Dante Headley. Karim Kassim. Left to Harrison Miles. And then Floyd Samba. Play on, says the referee. Thought about the free kick. Floyd Samba replacing brother Tyrone at half-time. Here's Mardi Nicol Jazuli. Floyd Samba doing well, and there's I think it's all smiles in the end. City need to keep their emotions in check here. And they've got to find a second goal somehow. And a goal for Manchester City. Well, that really would make it interesting. Reggie Walsh to Mathis Eboué. Dante Headley has got to get across. Here's Eboué. Eboué goes on the outside. Chelsea corner, says the referee. Well, Dante Headley doing enough, and it might well be that if the scoreline stays the same, City have got to start taking some chances. What they mustn't do is concede. Chelsea with a corner then. 53 gone. So Louis Richards it will be. There's the ball in. A good fist away from Ben Vickery. Vickery coming into heavy traffic there, but got the clearance he would have wanted. Chelsea urged to get on with things by the referee. I mean, it's a bit early for time wasting. Here's Azamwata. Good hold-up play from Chelsea's number 9. Nicola Jazuli under pressure from Floyd Samba. Reggie Walsh out to Mathis Eboué. Diakita on his left shoulder. Ignored by Eboué. And Azamwata, a difficult technique. Just pinched a yard ahead of Caden Braithwaite. Regan Heskey. Back to goal. Jake Wayne with the layoff for Floyd Samba. Better. Here's Dante Headley, finding the gaps in between the lines. McAdoo comes alive. Layoff for Dante Headley. Here's Harrison Miles. Regan Heskey now. Heskey with a chance. Well, he will definitely ask more questions of Louis Richards. Dangerous ball in. And in the end, the decision goes Chelsea's way. Okay, Drake maybe a bit too keen to try and win that ball back. Teddy Lamb was almost in, working tirelessly in the number 9 position. Nikel Jazuli. And Subalite. Now Dante Waite to Louis Richards. Through ball, looking to get Kavuma McQueen in. Better from Jake Wayne. He will get it back off Ben Vickery. It won't hold for Karim Kassim. Kenan Braithwaite looking for an out ball. There might be a change coming up. Dante Headley down. He's going to be okay, in fact. Somehow lost the left boot. Well, Ollie Rice's youngsters, they're going to have to summon up everything they've got if they're going to make it a third straight win over Chelsea in all competitions this season. Victory in the Premier League Cup, the FA Youth Cup. And as we move towards the hour mark here, they won't want this game getting away from them. Next goal, you feel critical. Emanalo to Subaloi. I just wonder as well, the hot and sticky conditions in the capital maybe taking its toll on the fixture as a contest. Second half not quite matching the intensity of the first half. Landon Emanalo. Can't help but feel that City have got to try and find somebody to go stand on his toes. Here's Kavuma McQueen. Thought about the strike, does get the strike away. Wide of the target. Well, Kavuma McQueen looking for his second this evening. One of the highly rated prospects in this Chelsea Academy setup. Vickery with the clearance then. McAdoo, good header. And then Subalite straight down the midriff of Dante Headley, who's done well. Gets past Calvin Diakita. Oh, he's done well, Dante Headley. Well, he did brilliantly, and it was just that final cutback. Diakita might have a problem. Boué went to ground looking for the free kick not given. Here's Harrison Miles. Teddy Lamb taken off his toes by Subaloi. And then Diakita with the clearance. It was a little bit rushed. And City will get the turnover. An hour gone then at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, Marty Nicol-Jazuli too close to Floyd Samba. Here's Regan Heskey. Heskey coming onto the ball. Now Jake Wayne. He's trying to go on the outside of Subaloi, who again put his big frame in the way. And Chelsea with another player down. It's Calvin Diakite, who was, I think, felt something back play here when trying to retrieve the ball off Dante Headley. I think he's felt something. Physio urged to come on. So there will be a brief stoppage here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea about to make their own change. So Yissa Alau waiting to come on. Started his youth career at Sheffield Wednesday. Made his professional debut, aged just 16. Coming off the bench in the League Cup against Bolton. Made his senior league debut in December against Derby. And then started his first senior games in January this year, first at home to Brentford in the FA Cup, followed by Portsmouth the following week in the Championship. Completed his move to Chelsea in January soon after that. So the number 12 for Chelsea waiting to come on, Yissa Alau. Question of whether Calvin Diakite can continue here. Well, he is back to his feet. And that would be an obvious change for Chelsea. Yissa Alau, a left-sided player.
Replacing number 5, Calvin Diakite, is number 12,
So confirmation of that change. Chelsea's first this evening. So just waiting for the restart here at Stamford Bridge. The ball is back with Freddie Bernal. Dante waits. Dante Headley has to win this header. Abui got there first. Here's Reggie Walsh. That looks a bit soft, didn't it? I don't think he was ever going to get that from the referee. Dante Headley picking out Karim Kassim. Foul by Marty Nicol-Jazuli. Jake Wayne can't bring it under control. And Chelsea will get a throw in on the far side then. And then Alau gets his first touch, all the way back to Freddie Bernal. Big clearance from the Chelsea goalkeeper, but straight out of play. And it looks like we're going to get another change here. Matthias Abui won't be continuing. Sol Gordon will be coming on. So Sol Gordon, the replacement. 18-year-old Londoner. Another with UEFA Youth League experience. Coming right through the Chelsea Academy, having joined the setup age just 8. Foul on Harrison Miles. Referee says free kick. Land on Emanalo. Here's Sol Gordon. Challenge came in from Jake Wayne. Well, a big test for Ollie Rice and his youngsters now, all part of their professional journeys and their professional development. Louis Richards it will be with the corner. Another dangerous in-swinger. Floyd Samba trying to get something on this. And eventually sent clear by Jake Wayne. Emanalo. Header out to Louis Richards, who's got time to set himself here. Subaloy stayed up, so too Dante Waite. Walsh with the header forward. Chelsea wanted handball, not given. Regan Heskey then, he's over the halfway line. Teddy Lamb, McAdoo joining the attack. Heskey keeps going, can he get the shot away? Lay off for Teddy Lamb! Oh, what a save by Bernal. Here's McAdoo with a chance. Oh, deflected just wide, it's going to be a Manchester City corner. Big save from Freddie Bernal to deny Teddy Lamb. Well, his eyes must have lit up from that range. Regan Heskey it was. Thought he was going to go all the way. Oh. Bernal to the rescue for Chelsea. They've got another player down here. So the corner will have to wait. And it's Louis Richards suffering with a bit of cramp. Corner for City. McAdoo it will be to send this in. Not to the back post area. Here's Karim Kassim. And Marty Nicol Jazuli with the clearance. Goes out to McAdoo. McAdoo doing well. And there's a ball that was weighted up, trying to gamble on a teammate at the back post, but it's come to nothing. Manchester City in need of a lifeline. "20 minutes to go in the national final." There's Nwata helping the ball forward, trying to get Sol Gordon in. There's Dante Headley. Not allowed out by Sol Gordon. And only as far as Emanalo. Here's Reggie Walsh. Walsh keeps going. Oh, he's taking it too far. That's going to be a goal kick. Caden Braithwaite looking for Regan Heskey. Here's Floyd Samba. Big challenge from Dante Waite. And header won by Leke Drake. Emanalo again. Bit loose though. And it finds Teddy Lamb. Here's McAdoo. Up against Yissa Alau. Kassim on his right shoulder. McAdoo for Teddy Lamb. Looking for the layoff. But Marty Nicol Jazuli had read that. And he's trying to get Ryan Kavuma McQueen in. That's better from Jake Wayne. Well, Louis Richards is down again. So play will be held up here. It looks like he's taking on some energy gels as well. Chance to get some fuel on board for the players and the officials. Hot and sticky conditions in the capital. Here's the goals again. Ezanwata with the opener on 7 minutes. City never really recovered. Just 2 minutes later, Eboué doubling the host lead. Ryan Makeda with a wonder strike to half the deficit. Chelsea restored their 2-goal lead. Ryan Kavuma McQueen under the body of Ben Vickery. Donsay Headley down as well. Regan Heskey in conversation with the referee, Kane Dempster. Louis Richards still down here. Charlie Courtman waiting to come on for Manchester City. It looks like Donsay Headley is not going to be able to continue. Charlie Courtman can play full-back or in the middle. Chelsea are going to make a change as well. Reggie Watson will be coming on. Charlie Courtman coming on for Chelsea. For Manchester City, my apologies, to replace Donsay Headley.
Placing number 2, Carlton Headley. Number 12, Charlie.
Just waiting on details of that Chelsea change. Louis Richards won't be able to continue. And Reggie Watson will be coming on, his replacement. And Louis Richards, I think, saying, I'm okay. That decision has been taken out of his hands.
Number 14, Reggie Watson.
So Charlie Courtman on for City, fresh legs at the back, and he's had a good end to the season as well, Charlie Courtman. So about to get play back underway. Waits with the ball forward, header won by Harrison Miles. Regan Heskey won't be able to keep the ball alive. Throw into Chelsea on the far side. Header again won by Harrison Miles. Here's Regan Heskey. Oh, a lovely back heel to find Floyd Samba. Throwing goes City's way. Samba being tracked every inch of this playing surface by Mardi Nicol-Jazuli. Here's Leke Drake. Now playing at right back. Charlie Courtman has gone in the middle. Foul by Kavuma McQueen. Makeda looking for the run of Karim Kassim. It's a foul on the Chelsea substitute, Reggie Watson, who doesn't mind the physical side of the game as well. Put himself about in that FA Youth Cup fixture back in February. Freddie Bernal with the clearance. There's a push in the back of Charlie Courtman, so throwing free kick goes City's way. Caden Braithwaite out to Regan Heskey. Harrison Miles. That's great work from Yisa Alau, who looks to have switched to right back. He is left-footed. Kavuma McQueen winning the ball back. Reggie Walsh gets the turn, trying to get the shot away, deflected. Then Leke Drake. Mardi Nicol Jazuli. Here's Harrison Miles. Goes out to Heskey. Chance to have a go at Yisa Alau here. Watson backfilling as well. Heskey goes on the outside. Gets the free kick. And now Mardi Nicol Jazuli has gone down in a heap as well. He's got a problem with cramp. Well, there's players down all over the place here. This is Reggie Walsh back play as well. He looks to be struggling. Well, it has been a stamina taxing affair. In hot and humid conditions in the capital. Even the referee's on to help out. Reggie Walsh back to his feet. Oh, is it going to be Chelsea's night, or can Manchester City conjure some late magic? Heskey behind this. And he has scored from this kind of range before from free kicks. I remember his free kick against Leeds United over at Thorpe Arch. Heskey will be then behind this. Delivery needs to be good. Heskey with the delivery. Charlie Courtman was in there, but the flag's gone up. Well, Heskey looking for one of Caden Braithwaite or Leke Drake. Assistant on the near side, Hassan Rajwani, raising the flag. So Dante Waite trying to find the ball over the top, but that's going to come straight back at Chelsea. Leke Drake this time looking long. Header won by Landon Emanalo. Now filling in at left back. Emanalo again. Harrison Miles. Leke Drake helping it forward. Teddy Lamb with the low for Floyd Samba. And Charlie Courtman. Good ball, fizzed out to Regan Heskey. Again, stood up by Yisa Alau. Heskey goes on the outside, he's quick. Here's the cut back. And then the clearance from Sol Gordon. Anything will do for Chelsea inside the final 10. Charlie Coleman wins it back off Sol Gordon. And here he is again. Floyd Samba. Oh, it wouldn't quite reach Karim Kassim. And then Reggie Watson to Ezan Wata. Kavuma McQueen in a one-on-one situation here with Leke Drake. Kavuma McQueen decides to go it alone, and it's a pulled effort from the Chelsea number 7. There's a Chelsea player down, back play as well, but the referee said play on. Manchester City have to find a goal. 2 to get level. Goals not a problem in the regular season. They scored 96. An astonishing campaign from Ollie Rice's youngsters. But they have a major task ahead of them in the remaining time here at Stamford Bridge. Here's Dante Waite. One back by Charlie Courtman. McAdoo just wouldn't run for him. And then land on Emanalo. Floyd Samba. Heskey. One back by Landon Emanalo and then sent forward by Freddie Bernal. Leke Drake has to deal with this. Good header back as well to Ben Vickery. Well, the gaps might start to open up now. McAdoo. And Reggie Watson with fresh legs, keen to make those tackles as well. He is a combative youngster, and it won't hold up for Reggie Walsh. Watson again. It's going to be another City throw-in. Foul throw from Karim Kassim, yeah. Well, Chelsea trying to take some of the sting out of this game now. Well, Leke Drake not happy with the attention from Mezan Wata, who's continuing his protest there with the referee. Here's Heskey. Leke Drake. McAdoo goes on the inside of Emanalo, and Watson makes the challenge. He too's giving it away though. McAdoo again. McAdoo, shot blocked by Suboloi. The City can keep the pressure on here. Caden Braithwaite coming onto the ball. He's not a million miles away. And City may as well take chances in the final 5 minutes or so. The Premier League South campaign that saw Chelsea win 21 of their 28 fixtures. They drew 4, they lost 3. They ended the regular season with 67 points. They were 13 clear of joint second place Tottenham and Aston Villa. Yisa Alaa with the long punt forward. Header won by Jake Wayne. Harrison Miles. McAdoo. Lay off to Charlie Courtman. If it will reach him, it won't. Here's Alaa. Won't reach Sol Gordon. It's going to be a Manchester City throw. Harrison Miles down on his backside as well. Well, inside the final 5. And Ollie Rice's youngsters are just going to have to throw everything at this if they're going to try and salvage this national final showdown. But I'm afraid time is their enemy. Well, there is Ollie Rice. I mean, regardless of the outcome this evening, it is a season to be proud of. Premier League North champions and FA Youth Cup final winners. It might just be one fixture too far. We will see. Harrison Miles back on his feet. And a long and sometimes difficult season starting to kick in for some of these youngsters. There is some heavy legs out there. And there we go, there's the clock. And Chelsea will feel they have one hand on the national title. There's Charlie Courtman. Karim Kassim taking the ball forward. Yeah, foul against Reggie Watson, who left something in. He is that kind of character. Nick Drake told and screamed at that he had time. Touch almost allowed. She's at Amez and Water in, but City get away with it. Here's Caden Braithwaite. Charlie Courtman comes forward. Good run from midfield. Floyd Samba. Samba looking for a way through. Goes back out to Heskey. Teddy Lamb in the middle. Heskey has won it back. But Yusuf Alao doesn't have to force the issue. There's Caden Braithwaite. Floyd Samba, Jake Wayne, Caden Braithwaite. Clearance from Dante Waite. Here's Karim Kassim if he can bring this down. Foul on Reggie Watson. And Karim Kassim will be going in the book. So inside the final 60 seconds at Stamford Bridge. And we just need confirmation of how much will be added on here. Karim Kassim wins the header, only as far as Reggie Walsh. Ryan Kavuma McQueen, as in Water in the middle. Kavuma McQueen might go it alone. Saved by the legs of Ben Vickery. And Watson's won it back. He's on a one-man mission here for Chelsea. Chelsea with a late chance, and they've got a fourth, and it's Sol Gordon, the icing on the cake for Chelsea, who will surely now go on to secure the Under-18 Premier League national final. Well, Reggie Watson it was who won the ball back for Chelsea. City needed the ball down the other end of the pitch. But a lovely slide rule ball to tee up the substitute Sol Gordon to put this game beyond Manchester City. A scoreline that perhaps doesn't reflect the hard work that's gone into this season. But what about that for a through ball from Mardi Nicol Jazuli? Simple tapping for Sol Gordon to make it Chelsea 4, Manchester City 1. Charlie Courtman sending the ball long, just to try and get the Chelsea defenders turning. Here is the goal scorer, Saul Gordon. Heskey to Floyd Samba. Floyd Samba's done well. Floyd Samba is McKaydu, and he's rattled the woodwork. Close range effort from Ryan McKaydu, finding the crossbar. City have won the ball back. Floyd Samba. Heskey's done well to win the ball back up. Yusuf Alou keeps going. And look like a free kick. Referee says play on. There's a little bit of silly stuff now. Teddy Lamb getting involved. It's just a show of frustration from the City number 9. And he's got in the book as well. Ryan McKaydu, how close was he here to a second against his old club? Floyd Samba with the tee up. Oh, McKaydu, he can't believe his luck. Jake Wayne wins the header. Heskey back to Jake Wayne. Harrison Miles under pressure from his England youth teammate Reggie Walsh. I think he's taking the ball out of play as well. So throw into Chelsea. Reggie Walsh summoning up one last bit of energy to put Harrison Miles in trouble. Well, we are now into time added on at Stamford Bridge. Out of play from Reggie Watson. The referee with a look down at the watch. Chelsea aiming for the corner flag. Here's Heskey trying to help it forward. Yusuf Alou making the challenge. Oh, they're all asking for it. It does go City's way. Caden Braithwaite to Leke Drake, who needs some help. Here's Karim Kassim. Forward ball for Ryan McKaydu, who can stay on his feet. Oh, that looks a bit short, and McKaydu might be in here. Ryan McKaydu, well, he might have got alone. He was looking for the cutback and the run of Teddy Lamb. In the end, Chelsea get away with it. Bernal with the up and under. Azanwata helping the ball forward for Saul Gordon. And plenty of stoppages in this second half. Flag's gone up against Teddy Lamb. Well, it opened up for Ryan McKaydu. Thought he was going to go all the way here. Selfishly trying to tee up Teddy Lamb. Dante Waite got the important last contribution. Kavuma McQueen, Charlie Courtman can't keep the ball in. Subolai back to Freddie Bernal. I think there's going to be another change here for Chelsea. And that's because Mardi Nichols-Yazuli looks to be in some discomfort. Not quite sure what's happened here. Cramp starting to bite down the right side for Chelsea's number 8. Nichols-Yazuli pulled up in that last attack from Manchester City, down in a heap. There is Dan Hogan. Well, it must feel that Chelsea are about to get over the winning post here. Premier League South champions, on course for victory in the national final. Ollie Rice can reflect on what has been a fantastic season otherwise. Mardi Nichols-Yazuli comes to the touchline. And we still need the restart here. Long ball forward for Ezan Wata, who's worked tirelessly. Caden Braithwaite has to come across. Ball back with Ben Vickery. And then Reggie Walsh. Creative linchpin for Chelsea. And a steadying influence as well when needs be. Given away by Nichols-Yazuli. Heskey. Here's Charlie Courtman. Trying to pick out that run of Ryan McAdoo. Land on Emanalo. Nice bit of footwork, and he travels well with the ball. Teddy Lamb trying to get back to help out. He needs to be careful, Teddy Lamb. And that ball has gone out of play. We're 10 minutes over here. Chelsea have won the ball back. Ezan Wata, okay, Drake gets the turn and the turnover, but Ezan Wata has won it back. Now Reggie Watson. Ezan Wata enjoying the moment, getting the crowd going. Subolai to Emanalo. Reggie Walsh. Charlie Courtman again. He too needs to be careful, rushing into challenges. Harrison Miles helping the ball forward, but here's Leke Drake to Harrison Miles. Ezan Wata down, but the referee isn't interested. Here's Floyd Samba to Teddy Lamb. Well, you can see the reaction from the Chelsea players. And whether they felt Teddy Lamb went to ground a bit softly. Well, I've no idea how long the referee is adding on here. We are 12 minutes over. Shizara Mezanwata, the latest player down. And the referee having a word with Olateya Suboloi. I don't think he was too impressed with the reaction from the Chelsea players there when Teddy Lamb went to ground. Don't think there was any need for that. It didn't look like there'd been any needle growing in the game, but there's some water coming off. Freddie Bernal with the clearance. Jake Wayne and then Caden Braithwaite. Might be another late chance here for Chelsea. Kavuma McQueen. And Chelsea get a fifth. Deep into time added on. Ryan Kavuma McQueen with a second. And surely now that will be it. Chelsea 5, Manchester City 1. Ryan Kavuma McQueen put through to deliver a telling blow. His second of the night. And the England Youth International with the finishing touches to put this game beyond Manchester City. One game too far for Ollie Rice and his players.